Wreckage of sunken battleship that helped win World War II found. Almost 72 years after it was downed by a Japanese submarine in the Philippine Sea, a missing USS Navy vessel has been found. On August 18, 2017, a research expedition using a remotely operated vehicle found the wreckage of the missing World War II ship, the USS Indianapolis. It was discovered 5,500 meters deep on the ocean floor of the North Pacific. The previously missing cruiser sailed from California to the island of Tinian in the East Pacific, carrying parts crucial to the completion of the Little Boy atomic bomb. It was en route from Guam to the Philippines when it was struck by torpedoes from a Japanese submarine on July 30, 1945. The Little Boy bomb played a pivotal role in bringing World War II to an end when it was dropped on the Japanese city of Nagasaki on August 9, 1945. Close to 1,200 people were aboard the Indianapolis, but there was only a dozen life craft available. Some 800 made it off initially, but with little food and water in addition to a sea laden with sharks, the number of survivors soon dwindled drastically. The remaining 316 survivors were rescued after a patrol plane spotted them about 5 days later. The research expedition to find the USS Indianapolis was carried out by a civilian team led by Microsoft co-founder Paul Allen. From rail guns to electromagnetic launch systems and robot ships, the American Navy has it all. The Navy has a brand new badass toy. If you're a fan of video games, then you've surely heard of a railgun. Well, the US Navy has been testing a real one. The US Navy recently released test fire footage from November 2016 of its electromagnetic railgun. The test was performed at Dahlgren's Naval Facility's new terminal range in Virginia. A railgun is comprised of 3 parts: a power source, a pair of parallel rails, and a moving armature. An electrical pulse is sent from the positive terminal of the power supply, up the positive rail, across the armature, and down the negative rail, back to the power supply. The loop induces a magnetic field around each rail that pushes on the projectile. This force is the Lorentz force. Using this force, railguns can fire projectiles at speeds of over 4,500 miles per hour. The projectile is a non-explosive shell filled with tungsten pellets inside an aluminum alloy casing. The casing falls away after the projectile leaves the barrel. Railguns require 20 to 32 megajoules of energy and can hit fixed targets up to 220 miles away. Targets are then destroyed by the projectile's massive kinetic force. The kinetic energy warhead destroys its targets by its extreme speed upon impact. This eliminates the hazards of carrying high explosives and having unexploded ordnances scattered on the battlefield. Railguns also eliminate the need for chemical propellants, such as gunpowder. This means they could be potentially much cheaper to operate and can fire faster than current naval weaponry. The US has a robot warship that can hunt enemy submarines. The Department of Defense is reportedly home to many a robotic contraption these days, but they've all got nothing on this bad boy. The Sea Hunter is an autonomous drone designed primarily to track enemy submarines that are equipped with quiet electric diesel engines. It is currently being tested by the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. Unveiled in April 2016, the 40-meter vessel can travel at 31 miles per hour. It has no armaments. Its design resembles a Polynesian outrigger canoe. This helps it navigate the ocean and handle challenging 6-meter-high waves. Advanced software and hardware allow it to operate autonomously around other vessels and remain at sea for months at a time. The testing period is set to finish in 2018. If it's successful, it will be handed over to the US Navy. Fighter jets get an electromagnetic liftoff. The U.S. Navy's newest carrier, the USS Gerald R. Ford, last week successfully launched a fighter jet using a new electromagnetic launch system. The Electromagnetic Aircraft Launch System, or EMALS, uses a linear motor drive to launch the aircraft. Traditional steam catapult systems use steam pressure to push the aircraft down the track, while EMALS uses magnetic fields to pull the aircraft forward. EMALS can control the launch with greater precision and works with a wider variety of aircraft, including light unmanned aircraft and heavy fighter jets. China says their next aircraft carrier will feature an EMAL system, while India and Britain have also revealed similar strategies. Military allies test missile defenses. The US and Japan have conducted a successful missile interception test with an interceptor launched from a guided missile destroyer. The test took place on Friday night off Kauai in the Hawaiian archipelago. A medium-range ballistic missile target was launched from the Pacific Missile Range facility on the island. The USS John Paul Jones detected the target with its onboard radar, then successfully intercepted the target with its Aegis missile defense system. The US Navy has 62 guided missile destroyers equipped with the Aegis system, while Japan owns 6.